Emma, Space Cadets just has such a fun tone to it. It's nice to have this really breezy movie that's filled with laughs, and then it has this really life-affirming message to it on top of it. What did you like most about just the film's overall vibe?
Well, thank you. I love your background, by the way.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. I loved this script. I mean, even just the title, Space Cadet, I knew I was going to love it. And I read it and I found myself just smiling and laughing. I devoured it in one sitting, and it just felt like a movie I really wanted to be a part of. There was, nostalgia there, but also so much like originality. And at the end of the day, it's uplifting. It's a movie, you can watch with your siblings or your parents or your significant other or whoever, and just like have a nice time. And I just feel like there's not a lot out there like that. And so I was really excited to be a part of that.
And Poppy, after the beginning of the film, most of your scenes are phone calls, and it really impressed me because a lot of the time in movies, these phone call scenes are just exposition and they don't always hold your attention. But you managed to make every single one of these phone calls entertaining and fun to watch. What's the secret there? Because you did such a great job in these very difficult scenes.
Oh, thank you, Tyler. It's a really fun script, honestly. Like, I feel like a lot of what we do as actors, like 80% of the work is the script. And if it's a great script, we just do what we need to do for the scene and it's great. So I think that it really comes down to that. Like from start to finish, like, yeah, it is so fun. But for those scenes, I don't know, like Nadine's such a fun and like silly and heart-centered and sweetie pie character. You know, everything that she does is out of love. She has such good intentions. And I think that's kind of what's sweet about it is all of it. Even when she's like being silly and doing like like whatever, she's doing it ultimately out of love for her best friend. You know, she was like, I'm going to keep my friend in NASA for as long as possible. So I think just like that's like someone that you want to root for. It's great to root for people that are rooting for each other. And like this is just like Nadine and Rex just have a great friendship that I think we all deserve.
Yeah, that's wonderfully put. And Emma, I found out that we have similar workout habits in this film. We both sing Carly Rae Jepsen on the treadmill. How
Yes.
was it filming that scene? That is such a highlight.
I mean, that was actually hard because I was like, okay, what's the trick here? And they're like, well, just pretend to run and sing the song, and then someone falls. And I'm like, oh, so I definitely thought there was going to be like more of like a stunt involved, but we were all just kind of like pretending to run. We had these weighted vests on too, which I remember being like, oh, okay. But no, that was when we saw the stunt double fly off the treadmill. Every time I was like, I mean, it's like so jarring to see. But that song, I remember the first time I heard Call Me Maybe, I was in the back of a taxi in New York City with my best friend, blasting it on our iPhones. So yeah, I love that song.
And Poppy, my last question, Lindsay is the director. What really stood out about her approach? Because this is just such a fun movie.
This is so great. I think the thing that I've been sharing that kind of shows who she is as a director is like I think she really puts like people first. My character was originally not supposed to be pregnant. I was like cast, I think a year before we even filmed, got pregnant in the meantime. And by the time like we were gonna film, I was 7 months pregnant. So I was like maybe they'll have to recast or whatever. And she was just like, no, like we'll just easy. I'll just rewrite Nadine to be pregnant. Done. And I was like, seriously? And I think she's really one of a kind for just kind of being you really feel like she cares about you as a person. She cares about the thing that she's making. There's so much heart there. And I think the dynamic on set translates a lot when you watch something. And so like watching it does feel great because I think we felt great making it.